Hello once again, all my comic collecting friends. It's Matt, Comic Order 410, here to bring you installment part 27 of my keys, variants, and such. But before I get started, I would be remiss if I did not mention that I've passed 500 subscribers, so I want to thank each and every one of you who subscribed to me. I appreciate all of you guys and girls and the time you take to watch my videos and comment. This community is a great place, and I'm glad to be part of it. And I never thought I'd get that many subscribers. So once again, I thank each and every one of you. So that's great. But getting started here, most of this is going to be covering books I picked up in the past month or so just to play catch up. But I have some other books I'll show at the end. Picked up Sensation Comics number 4 here. It's a Adam Hughes Wonder Woman cover. I know they tried to do this sunburst effect, but like Tom Ryan pointed out, it's not that clear. It's a neat effect, but the cover's not that clear. Still beauty, though. Grab this. This is Miracle Man number 14. It was recalled due to a printing error. So I got one of the... This is a regular cover, but I got one of the recalled editions. This is the Garbage Pail Kids Puketacular one-shot. And as you can see, it's got a ton of indie and underground comic creators here, and it was for the 30th anniversary of the Garbage Pail Kids, so if you're a fan of them in the 80s, you might enjoy this, and I believe they're doing one more one-shot. For the release of Star Wars, I went to a local store, had Frank Cho there to sign his variant cover, and this is the Cards, Comics, and Collectibles exclusive Star Wars variant by Frank Cho, and he signed it there for me. You know, with the overkill and the amount of variants they put out for Star Wars, I'm surprised and shocked what some of the variants are selling for. Kind of ridiculous. But nevertheless, it's a very cool cover, and Frank Cho is the man. Just a nice guy. Also got him to sign my Big Trouble in Little China number 1 Virgin variant. Another gorgeous Frank Cho cover. Got him to sign my Mighty Avengers number 7. All those Venoms. My Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 5 here. Beauty of a cover. Love to see Frank Cho do a run on Spider-Man. The covers he did on Amazing Spider-Man are great too. And my Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 8. My Guardians of the Galaxy Annual 1 that he just did recently. Layout of this cover is very similar to his Savage Wolverine covers and that Star Wars variant layout. It's kind of starting to become his trademark, but I do like it. And at this place, they had all their Star Wars books were half price, and I got Splinter of the Mind's Eye number 3, signed by Mark Hamill. So that was really awesome. This was like $10. Been looking for this for a while. This is the Batman Grendel Ashcan / preview edition. It's from Hero Illustrated, I believe. And there's a super limited version of this. There was only like 25 or 50 of the Silver Moon variant where the foil is silver and they're signed and numbered. But very glad to get that finally. Got this at a sale. It was like $15. Big Hero 6 number 1. And it's a really nice copy. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little bit of smudging there by the top. There you go. A little bit of smudging by the top staple. But other than that, it's pretty nice. And it was $15. And I actually really enjoyed the movie. Saw it with my nephews, and I thought it was really good. Pixar does a good job usually. Had this toy as a kid. Most of it might still be in my parents' basement. But this was, I believe, an insert with the Ideal toy of Evel Knievel. And it was a toy motorcycle with the figure you strapped on. It came with a ramp, and it had this thing you lock the bike into, and you'd crank it up, and it'd get the wheels moving and release it, and it would be self-propelled after that. And later in the 80s, they took this exact same toy and just kind of reconfigured the bikes and the figures and made Team America, if anybody remembers that. So it's pretty cool to pick that up for $5. This is Fury of Firestorm number 24, and it's the first appearance of the Blue Devil. As you can see here, has a free 16-page Blue Devil comic insert that's a preview in this. So snatch that up. Found this in a dollar bin. Images G.I. Joe #3 with this beautiful Zartan cover by J. Scott Campbell. Another dollar box find. Fat Ninja #1. I remember this as a kid. It's by Silverwolf Comics, who did a lot of Tim Vigil stuff. And found these in the dollar box, so I picked them up. There's #1. Here's #2, where Tim Vigil actually inked this cover. So I got 1 through 5 in the dollar bin, so it's pretty cool. Another good dollar bin find, Flaming Carrot Comics #25. And this was the only part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Flaming Carrot crossover that I was missing. So I'm very happy to have found that. Couldn't pass this up for $1. He's a shyster, but just for comedic value, I grabbed the Joey Buttafuoco story. He said, she says, he said, she said comics. And sadly enough, it's a flip comic, and the other side's the Amy Fisher story. Kind of feel slimy for having bought it even for $1. Another dollar bin find, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Comics #1 by TSR in DC, and Jan Duursema did the art on that. This again, another dollar bin find, the Batman movie special. This is the non-prestige format, obviously, but I had a harder time tracking this one down than the prestige format, actually, and it's in nice shape, so I was very happy about that. These were not in the dollar bin, but I got them at a half-off sale. It's crazy how expensive the later Deadpools with Udon Studios and Gail Simone are. But I got Deadpool #65. Slowly chipping away at this Volume 1 run here. #67. Already had 66. Very cool cover with Dazzler there. #68. Surprised at what this book goes for online. But I love this cover because that bike is an obvious homage to Kaneda's bike in Akira. Very cool. And was missing this variant. I have the full run of Deadpool Merc with a Mouth, but I was missing this variant to #1. So got that half price. But yeah, it was $10 or $7.50. Also found some Neil Adams Green Lanterns I needed. Got #80. Pretty decent copy. Great deal on these. #81. Few problems on the spine, but still not too bad, especially for what I paid for it. And #84. This was cheap. It has some damage. Somebody tried to put a sticker over the price at some point, but it was cheap enough that I still grabbed it. Very happy to have got this Doctor Strange 179. And not only is this a guest appearance of Spidey, but has this cover by Barry Windsor Smith. So, very happy. Get that for half price. This was like $3. Amazing Spider-Man Annual 16. First appearance of Captain Marvel, or that female Captain Marvel. Same half-off sale. I grabbed Supergirl Volume 1, 1 through 4. Sorry about the glare here from the window. But these copies are like VGs, maybe. You can see there's some staining in the 2 white circles. It has some staining. It's not horrible. Might even be, you know, like a fine minus or something. But the price was right. So I grabbed them. Oops, they're out of order. Sorry. But grab this too, Power Man 48. This is the first meeting between Power Man, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. And I believe this was $10. And yep, there we are. There's the Supergirl #2. As you can see, the same staining at the top. It's really a shame about that, because other than that, it's a pretty nice copy. Some chipping on the bottom corner. But yeah, the set was $40, and I got half price for $20. Couldn't pass. Again, same staining. It's a darn shame. And #4. So, glad I got them regardless. Again, this copy's not in the best shape. Some serious damage up there at the top. But it was really cheap, and I got it. So I'm working on a What If run. This is number 11. What if the original Marvel bullpen had become the Fantastic Four? And it's got Jack Kirby as Thing, Stan Lee as Mr. Fantastic, Flo as Invisible Girl, and oh god, what's his name? Saul, I think it's Bronsky. But he was the VP of Marvel back in the day, but drawing a blank on his name. But kind of cool comical idea, even though it's banged up. It's a run filler. I'll find an upgrade. Now back to finish off, I showed some Justice League books in my last installment. This is the follow-up to the late 80s Giffen McGuire Justice League. He did a mini, formerly known as the Justice League. And again, it's the same team. Homage to that cover. Really liked it. Those of you that have not read this Elseworlds Tales Justice League The Nail, any Justice League fan, you should read this book. It's by Alan Davis and Mark Farmer. Art's gorgeous. Great story. I highly recommend this. I got Alan Davis to sign these at the last Baltimore Comic Con. There's number 2. Yeah, you can tell it's Elseworlds and some epic stuff goes down. It's very good. And number 3. Definitely should pick that one up. This was a big deal when it came out. They're not worth a whole lot, but it was every fanboy's dream when this dropped. And, you know, it was decades in the making, literally. But this is JLA Avengers number 1, and I got George Perez to sign these. Very happy to have met him a couple times. This is cover for 2. It's a wraparound. He signed that for me as well. Nobody does covers with tons of characters on them the way George Perez does. Nobody can do a jam cover like him. And as I say, this is a wraparound of 3. He signed this as well. This cover has every character that's ever been in the Justice League or the Avengers on it. Very cool. And this epic cover by Perez to number 4 with Superman, and he's wielding Thor's hammer and Cap's shield and getting ready to zap somebody with his heat vision. Just absolutely love that. And let me try and grab this here. Also want to show, this is the JLA Avengers, I guess, whatever you want to call it, omnibus, hardcover slipcase edition. And it's awesome because it has the art blown up, oversized and on great paper stock. But it also has this JLA Avengers Compendium, which it may have been reprinted now, but at the time this came out, it was the only way you could see the pages that George Perez got finished in the 80s when they tried to originally do this crossover. It got canceled halfway into it. But Perez had some pages done, and I believe Busiek wrote it back then. It might have been Wolfman, but I think it was Busiek. But that compendium reprinted the pages that George Perez had done. And as you can see, the slipcase cover is just taken from issue number 3. And like I said, every character that's ever been in the JLA or the Avengers. Beautiful job by the master, George Perez there. Sorry about that. Before I move along, I want to show, this is just, again, absolute recommended reading here. This is the JLA Earth 2 hardcover. It only came out in softcover and hardcover, but it's by Grant Morrison with great art by Frank Quitely, and it has the Crime Syndicate in it. It's very good story. Great stuff. Moving on, Justice League Dark. This was probably the biggest surprise of the New 52 for me. Really enjoyed this series. Mikel Janin's art was amazing. Ryan Sook did these covers here, also amazing. This book's been heating up because of rumblings of a movie and rumors that Hellboy director Guillermo del Toro's attached to direct. So we'll see. But that's number 1. That series was a great read. This is Justice League Dark number 15, where Lemire and Fox take over on the writing. And it's rumored this is the team they're going to focus on. Without Frankenstein, though. Before I get into the JSA books here, again, absolute highest recommendation on this book here. This is, again, an original hardcover. You can't find it in single issues. JLA, JSA, Virtue and Vice by David Goyer, who's worked on so many comic films. Jeff Johns, and incredible art by Carlos Pacheco. He shines on this book. And they actually fight in this. So, definite must read. I highly recommend picking up that hardcover. I have the individual issues of this, but forgot to pull them out, so just grab this real quick. This is JSA, The Golden Age. It's a 3 or 4 issue mini in prestige format, and it's an Elseworlds tale. And, again, great writing, great reading, epic battle at the end. I know Scott X1307 is a big fan of that book, too. Recommend picking that up. Now onto some JSA stuff. This is JSA number 1 from 1999, and James Robinson and David Goyer did the writing on this, and it was a really good series. Much later in that series, Jeff Johns took over on the writing, and I just pulled this out. This is JSA 75, so I love this Alex Ross Spectre cover. Worth buying just for that. And this is the final issue of that volume of JSA, issue number 87. Very cool. They relaunched it in 2007, and it was really good. Jeff Johns again on writing, Dale Eaglesham on art, and this gorgeous Alex Ross cover to JSA number 1. And I grabbed a lot of the variants to this series. This is the Dale Eaglesham variant to number 1. Dale Eaglesham variant to number 2. The battered Hawkman. So the variant, again, Eaglesham on the variant to number 3. The steel there. Forgot to grab the variant for 4. Oh well. Maybe it wasn't that impressive. But here's the variant to JSA number 5. And this is by Phil Jimenez. Really like his work. Another Phil Jimenez variant to number 6. Dale Eaglesham variant on number 7. Crazy ass Starman. Justice Society number 8 Eaglesham variant. Almost would think that's a regular cover. This is the regular cover to Justice Society number 9, but again, a gorgeous Alex Ross cover here of Power Girl, the original Power Girl. This is the variant to number 9, very cool. It's like a old school boxing promotional poster with Wildcat and his son. So the variant by Eaglesham to number 10 with the Kingdom Come Superman entering their universe. And this is the variant to 13. Again, Eaglesham, and it's got Superman and Kingdom Come Superman. Had to pull this out. This is the regular cover to Justice Society 23. Again, Alex Ross on Black Adam. And this storyline here, Origins and Omens, highly recommend picking this up too, especially any Shazam or Black Adam's fans. Black Adam kicks ass on the Justice Society, and most importantly, he pulls this. Another great Alex Ross cover. Him and Isis come back, and they turn Mary Marvel into Black Mary and turn her evil. So, very cool story. Recommend picking that up as well. Here we have JSA Classified number 1 with a great Amanda Connor Power Girl cover here. And last but not least, another mini I recommend by B. Claymore, JSA The Whistling Skull. Amazing art on this book by Tony Harris. Very off-the-wall story and great read. So, sorry it ran so long. I thank all of you for stopping by, as always. Everyone, take care of each other and enjoy your comic reading.